is my special privilege and honor as a Yonsei, which is the fourth generation Japanese American, to welcome to the stage a very special guest this evening. On the commencement of Sacramento City College's 100th anniversary year, we welcome back a former student, the eldest child of a Japanese American immigrant family who grew up in Sacramento with her 8 brothers and sisters, attended classes at Sacramento Junior College when World War II broke out. Needless to say, her experience and the story are interwoven with the fabric of Sacramento City College. Please extend a very warm welcome to the stage, Ms. Kyo Sato. Forgive me for saying in Japanese, "Okaeri nasai mase," which means welcome home.
Thank you. Good evening. I can't believe that 75 years ago, I was a freshman at Sacramento City Junior College at that time. And I was filled with dreams, just like you are, all of you. Will it be art? I thought, will it be journalism? It was an exciting time driving my 1932 Studebaker 15 miles from our farm. The world was opening up with so many possibilities. For my parents, the American dream was finally within reach with the first of their 9 children finally going to college. My father would remind us, I don't want anybody rich or famous. I want 9 good citizens. I was born 1 year before the Oriental Exclusion Act of 1924, delivered by Yamaura-san, a Japanese midwife, who came daily to the strawberry field in South Sacramento to care for mother and child and take over household duties, freeing the mother to devote her time totally to her newborn. When I started first grade, my mother said, American stories are not good for children. No one helps a little red hen to grind the wheat. At the end, she refuses to share with anyone. Thus began my father's wonderful nightly stories, each teaching kindness and caring, Japanese legends, Bible stories, Victor Hugo, Longfellow, even Shakespeare, and even haiku. I did not understand it then, but I know now that if every child had such a nurturing, we would not have our children killing our children. We would not have overflowing prisons. If James Holmes, the Newtown killer, and I had switched places at birth, think of the consequences. Then, one Sunday morning on December 7th, 1941, all my dreams evaporated, vanished. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor and I became prisoner number 25217C. It began with travel restrictions. We were not allowed to travel more than 5 miles from our homes. Then, we must turn in all contrabands, and what are they? Radios, cameras, long knives, swords, guns, and even knitting needles. Our good neighbors are picked up by the FBI for a dead car battery behind his barn. Another for having had a flashlight. On campus, no one wants to be seen talking to a Jap. I walk the hallways from class to class, feeling so alone as the Nisei students leave to help at home. I am so grateful when Alberta Walker would quietly be by my side. Once a Jap, always a Jap, General John L. DeWitt declares. Put them out in the desert and let them become like the skulls of cattle, writes columnist Henry McLemore. President Roosevelt signs Executive Order 9066. Earl Warren follows suit along with the Native Sons of the Golden West, the Farm Bureau, American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, and so many others. The world around us erupts with hate, and in its midst there is our own Dr. Henry Tyler, who keeps me hoping, who lets his voice be heard. Stay in school as long as you can, my parents tell me, as they work from sunrise to sunset and half of the night. Thankfully, my brothers and sisters are in a safe and happy place with Miss Cox in a one-room Edward Kelly school, their oldest still functioning school in California. Then the dreaded happens. On my way home from school, driving my Studebaker, I see a huge poster nailed onto a fence post. To all those of Japanese ancestry, it states. I think that's me. I don't want to step on my brakes, climb up the fence and read what it says. I drive on. There is another and another and another flapping in the wind. There are only 4 Japanese farms on this 1-mile routier road. It states we must be out in 10 days with only what each of us could carry and a bedroll. This also includes 60 children in orphanages with 1/16 or more Japanese blood. No pets. 子供のために For the sake of our children, I would hear our parents say, they would do everything in their power to not make things any worse. We would lose everything we had worked so hard for, but the children would be safe. Children must grow up happy and secure, my mother reminds us, so we do not discuss the impending disaster until they are asleep. The children would have their suitcases to go on a train trip. They would have peanut butter sandwiches and even inari sushi, the kind that we used to take on picnics. Now, once in prison, we start baseball games in the fire breaks for the children. Someone finds a scrawny tree trunk, attaches a wire hoop for basketball. From tools smuggled inside our bedrolls, my father makes small table and chairs from scrap wood we would find and bring back to our barracks room. My father came to America at 14 in search of the American dream. Just before the Oriental Exclusion Act of 1924, my mother came and I was born. 5 children attended Sacramento Junior College. At that time, 6 served in the military. They became 9 good citizens serving in education, nursing, engineering, and others. Can you imagine the power of all of you? Almost 1,000 good students, or over 1,000 good students, spilling out into a broken society and fixing it. I can put up with broken roads for a while. We need to first fix our broken people. There are homeless students, veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder. We have 63,000 children in our state who need parents. Did you know that suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death among teenagers and the 2nd leading cause of death among college-aged youth? In our country, the gun-related death rate among children under age 15 is nearly 12 times higher than among children in all other 25 industrialized countries combined. We can learn from history, even from General DeWitt, who provided shelter for 120,000 of us in just 3 months. Del Webb constructed at barracks at my post and concentration camp 1 for 10,000 people, on the Arizona desert in 3 weeks. What political will? And it was 127 degrees. We veterans lived in barracks and concert huts all over the world. Why aren't we able to house our homeless? By the way, our Congressman Doris Matsui was born in my camp. I am 94. The ball is now in your court. We are depending on you. You are well prepared. You will not incarcerate all those with 1/16 or more Muslim blood. You will make our western border as friendly as our northern border. You will shelter and feed our homes. You will care for our most vulnerable, our children. We have a National Father's Day, we have a National Mother's Day, but we don't have a National Children's Day. Isn't that a shame? You may create that. You will help us to move forward. You will make America the beacon of hope for the world again, as it was for my father. Carry on.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Sacramento City College first opened its doors in 1916. Tonight, we continue our long-standing tradition of excellence by celebrating this college's 97th graduating class. Pushing the total number of graduates to more than 74,000. In this class of 2017, 1,800 students are eligible to receive either the Associates in Arts or the Associates in Science degrees. Our youngest graduate is 18-year-old Emily Faye Howard. And our oldest graduate, and I have permission to say her age, is 72-year-old Ruth Kinnison. Congratulations to the both of you. In addition, 39 students are graduating with a perfect 4.0 grade point average.
And the recognition of the accomplishments and achievements in your life are a result of hard work, persistence, and often quite a bit of courage. If you apply the same passion and resolve to reaching other goals in the future, I have no doubt that you will be incredibly successful. Everyone here at Sacramento City College looks forward to following those successes. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, congratulations. We're all very proud of you. Now, please join me in welcoming Student Senate President Melody Jimenez to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, President Scribner. Good evening. It has been my honor to serve this past year as President of the Student Senate. Thank you for your confidence in me. Now, it is my honor to introduce our student speaker this evening, Bria Tennyson. Bria graduates this evening with degrees in history and social sciences. She will transfer to UC Berkeley in the fall. Upon earning her bachelor's degree in history, she plans to work to help make higher education accessible for underrepresented students. Bria is a first-generation re-entry student at SCC and graduating today with honors. Despite obstacles in her personal life, she is motivated to help others reach their academic and career goals. So with that, it is my pleasure to invite my dearest friend and greatest colleague, Ms. Bria Tennyson, to the podium.
Thank you, Melody. Good evening, trustees, administrators, faculty, staff, friends and family. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate the commencement of tonight's graduates. We would not be here without you. Class of 2017, congratulations. You did it. Your hard work and perseverance have led you to this moment. I am humbled and honored to stand before you tonight as a representative of our class, the graduating class of Sacramento City College's 100th year. I will admit that I had trouble writing this speech, and like many of the assignments given to me at Sacramento City College, I approached this composition with deep, careful thought and procrastination, of which I am basically an expert. I like to call it putting the pro in procrastination. But my procrastination is never due to laziness, I promise. It is the plague of the perfectionist, and I so desperately want to do my best in representing our class. I doubted that I, a 30-something re-entry student who essentially failed out of Sacramento City College over a decade ago, could possibly offer you any worthy advice. You obviously got it under control. We are here to celebrate your successful commencement. Congrats again. I love that we call this commencement. To commence means to begin. So tonight isn't an ending, it's just a new beginning. And I'm sure as we commence forward from Sacramento City College, we will take with us many meaningful memories. And what better place to speak of memory than a memorial auditorium? While the memories I'm about to share with you are my own, my story isn't unique. This is our story. In 2003, I graduated from high school on this very stage. That fall semester, I began my first year at Sacramento City College, and it was brilliant. But life had other plans for me, as it often does for so many of us. Seemingly out of nowhere, I was hit with several catastrophic blows that knocked me to rock bottom. And after several failed attempts of trying to pick myself back up again, while battling PTSD, depression, and anxiety, I eventually dropped out of Sacramento City College with a transcript riddled with F's and W's. I honestly believe that that was the end of my academic path. Shortly afterwards, I became, like so many of you, a family caregiver for my grandmother who has Alzheimer's disease. It became what I call my other higher education. Watching a loved one as they lose their memories, their personality, and their strength is hard. But it taught me an important lesson about the value of time and how we choose to spend it. I stand here before you tonight because of my grandmother, who joins us in the audience. And I'm sure if she could, she totally would scold me for taking my time getting here. I'm usually late. We all have stories and memories of what brought us here tonight. And I hope you take the time to revel in how far you have come and to remember those memories you made along the way. There are many things that we will remember about our time at Sacramento City College. Those beautiful red brick buildings that became our second homes. Those adorable but aggressive squirrels that made sure that we knew that they ran the campus. We will remember the stress of exams, the dreaded group projects, and the smug relief we've all felt after successfully completing those. But above all, we will remember the people that we've met at Sacramento City College's diverse campus. The faculty, administrators, and staff who inspired us with their dedication towards our success. Thank you. But most especially, we will remember our classmates who come from all walks of life. We will remember their stories and their determination and how they influenced our own. The irony of my memory is that unless a cure for Alzheimer's disease is found, like my grandmother and millions of people, I too may come to forget almost everything. It is this reality that inspired me to come back to school and to try again. Because while we are living longer these days, that isn't guaranteed. It is also the fear of living a long life, but not actually feeling alive, that compelled me to use every little bit of time that I still have to do good and to experience what life has to offer. I'm taking my time, and I advise you to do the same. Take your time. I don't mean procrastinate, I mean seriously, take your time. Seize it. Do what makes you feel most alive. Take your time. Go as slowly or as quickly as you'd like. It is never too late or too early to get started or to start again. Take your time. Spend it wisely. Be confident that you have spent it wisely here at Sacramento City College. Not only have you uplifted and empowered yourselves with higher education, you have uplifted and empowered those who look up to you and who will follow in your footsteps. Take your time, continue to make meaningful memories. Take your time and live your life to its fullest. Class of 2017, it has been my honor and privilege to learn with you and from you. Congratulations again on your commencement. And also, don't forget to take your time. Thank you.
University, Adina Solis Moore. Neisha Streeter.